Ladies and gentlemen, 8 hidden signs. She's secretly fantasizing about you. She can't stop thinking about you. Psychology tricks. What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Words can be managed. The body tells the truth when a woman's mind keeps drifting to you. Tiny patterns slip through glances. Timing, posture, voice signals. Most men rush past and in doing so miss chances to build something real. If you learn to notice these cues, you'll understand her interest with far more accuracy, and you'll know how to respond confidently, respectfully, and without guesswork. In this guide, we'll walk through 8 subtle psychology-backed signs that she's not just intrigued, she's picturing you in her life. Stick with me to the end sign. 11 is the one she can't intentionally manage, and it reveals what's running deepest beneath the surface. No games, no mind redating, just practical observation and a few simple ethical psychology pointers to help you connect better at any age. 1. She fidgets when you're near. And that's not random, my friend. And that's one of those classic silent messages. Her body blurts out before her mind can censor it. Fidgeting is like her subconscious waving a little red flag, saying something about you makes me feel everything all at once. It's that collision of excitement and nervous energy that comes when female psychology is at war with self-control. Maybe she starts playing with her necklace, twisting her hair, or adjusting her sleeve like it suddenly doesn't fit. Maybe she crosses and uncrosses her legs, taps her fingers on the table, or keeps checking her phone. Not because she's bored, but because she's overloaded with the thought of, you don't ignore these micro-movements, they're not meaningless. They're her nervous system staging a quiet rebellion. When you're nearby, her composure cracks just a little. That's not insecurity, that's attraction wearing a disguise. Watch closely. The rhythm changes when you walk in. Her calm turns into restless motion. She might shuffle her feet, shift her weight, or adjust her posture. All tiny acts of emotional self-defense. This isn't just body language, it's the physical translation of suppressed emotion and understanding. It is one of the oldest psychology tricks in the book. You must pay attention to the contrast. Be smart enough to notice that she's composed when talking to others, but the moment you enter the scene, her calm evaporates. Don't mistake that for disinterest, quite the opposite. That's her body betraying her heart. And here's the real test. Watch. What happens when you leave? If the restless tapping stops, if her hands settle, if her movements calm as soon as you're out of sight, congratulations. You've just confirmed your effect on her. That's the trigger and release pattern at work. A gem from female psychology that reveals everything she tries so hard to hide. She doesn't even know she's doing it. That's what makes it real. These unconscious tells are far more honest than words her mouth might say. You're just a friend, but her body, it's shouting something else entirely. Be observant, be confident, don't overthink it, but don't miss it either. The truth hides in the small things. The fidgeting, the shifting, the way her fingers find something to play with when you're too close. Those little gestures. That's how attraction leaks through the cracks of restraint. This isn't magic, it's psychology tricks at work. It's the science of how to fall in love playing out in real time. Because love doesn't always arrive with fireworks and declarations. Sometimes it tiptoes in quietly tapping a nervous foot on the floor, twirling a pen or brushing hair behind an ear just one too many times. So don't just look, see, don't just hear. Listen to the silence between her movements. Be aware of what her body is whispering when her lips stay still. The greatest clue she's secretly fantasizing about you isn't in what she say. It's in how her pulse betrays her. That is the secret language of attraction written in motion, translated through fidgeting and amplified by emotion. Use it wisely. Understanding these subtle cues isn't manipulation, it's awareness. It's the kind of insight that turns confusion into clarity. And if you can read it right, you'll finally see how female psychology attraction and those clever psychology tricks all weave together to reveal the truth. She's not just thinking about you, she can't stop, too. She plays with her hair. Hair, that silky curtain, that secret weapon. It's one of the most subtle yet powerful signals a woman uses when her interest is quietly sparking. You see her twirl a strand around her finger, smooth it out, or sweep it over her shoulder while she's talking to you. She's not just fixing her style, no, she's broadcasting something deeper. She's saying, notice me. This move isn't random. Peels widen just a fraction. When she looks at you, That's when you'll know she's not just thinking about you, she's fantasizing about you. Pay attention because that's where truth hides. 3. Her eyes linger on you. As the old saying goes, the eyes are the window to the soul. And in the game of attraction, they reveal more than words ever could. A woman who's secretly fantasizing about you won't always confess it outright, but her gaze will betray her. She might hold your stare just a fraction longer than necessary. That subtle pause between glances that feels charged with electricity. She might look away only to return to you again and again. That's not coincidence. That's curiosity, interest, desire in disguise. Science backs this up. When someone's emotionally stirred, their pupils dilate, their eyes brighten, and their focus sharpens. Like a hunter's, you see. Attention is attraction's first language. When her eyes move between your lips and your eyes, that's her mind, painting a silent picture, one she won't say aloud, but her body already has. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Her gaze is coloring itself with thoughts of you. That's old Stoic wisdom in motion to read, not words, but behavior. Don't be fooled by what's said. Watch what's shown. That's how a man with an iron mind deciphers desire in this modern world of distractions where people scroll instead of connect. A lingering look is rebellion. It's real human energy breaking through the noise. Don't miss it when she looks at you that way. She's not just observing you, she's feeling you. You must learn to see with calm detachment like a warrior practicing stoicism. Win. Don't get lost in fantasy, but recognize power when it's directed at you. This isn't about arrogance, it's about awareness. Don't chase validation. Let your presence demand attention. Women sense confidence not through words, but through stillness. The kind that says, I don't need to impress you, I am enough. That's the essence of old Stoic wisdom. Don't react too fast. Let silence speak. Look back at her once, steady, firm, and then look away with purpose. That moment creates gravity. That's how you win without playing. Every man who masters his emotions masters attraction. Remember what Seneca said. He who is brave is free. Be free from the need for approval. Be bold enough to notice her signs, but disciplined enough not be ruled by them. That's the mark of the modern Stoic, the iron mind in action. The world belongs to the man who sees clearly and acts deliberately. So let's make this clear when her eyes linger. It's not an accident. It's an invitation. Recognize it, but don't depend on it. Strength isn't in reacting. It's in restraint. Observe, understand, then decide if you want to engage. That is mastery. That is how a man wins. Calmly, quietly, decisively. Let your gaze be just as powerful, just as deliberate, just as unshakable in a world full of noise. Be the still point that women can't look away from. That's not just attraction, that's control, that's stoicism. Win. If you found this valuable, make sure to like the video, drop a comment, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep insights into attraction and human behavior. Comment to remember, I attract genuine connection and magnetic energy. 4. She leans closer to you. Pay attention. Proximity is no accident. When a woman leans closer, she's not just moving her body, she's revealing her mind. People don't step into someone else's personal space unless they feel something. Safety, curiosity, desire, attraction has its own magnetic field. And when she drifts into yours, that's female psychology whispering, not coincidence. Don't dismiss that subtle lean, that inch closer, that slight brush of her arm as an accident. That's her inner voice saying, I want to feel your energy. You see, psychology tricks work both ways, just as you can read her signals. Her subconscious is broadcasting them in plain sight. If she leans in when you speak, if she listens with that spark in her eyes, or if her laughter seems to pull her physically toward you, she's showing more than good manners. She's showing interest when she chooses the seat next to you. Even when there are others available, that's intention wrapped in casualness. She's not just sitting there, she's choosing to be within reach. That's the essence of female psychology. The body often speaks the truth long before the lips do. And that little shift of her chair, don't overlook it when she angles herself toward you. It's an invisible arrow pointing straight at what she wants. Her body is instinctively aligning with yours, creating a micro connection that words can't describe. It's subtle, but it's powerful. It's how nature designed us to draw closer to what fascinates us. If you want to know how to fall in love, start by observing the space between two people. The smaller that space becomes, the louder the attraction grows. Remember, closeness isn't only physical, it's emotional. A woman who leans in doesn't just want to hear your words. She wants to feel your presence. If she tilts her head, keeps her eyes locked on yours, and stays tuned in like you're the only one in the room, that's her emotional radar saying, "This is my person of interest. You must not ignore it." That is a silent confession wrapped in body language and soft gestures. But here's the twist. Don't chase it. Match it. Be present. Be confident. Be aware. That's how you build that same magnetic energy. In return, when you notice her leaning closer, don't back away nervously or fill the silence with small talk. Let the moment breathe. Lean in just a bit. 2. Maintain that unspoken rhythm. This is one of those psychology tricks that's not really a trick at all. It's connection in motion. And when she does it again, that little lean, that unconscious reach for your space, you'll know it's not coincidence. It's chemistry. Her body is saying what her mind might still be hiding. That's female psychology in action, as honest as it gets. Don't mistake it for friendliness. Recognize it for what it is, attraction, curiosity, maybe even the first spark of something deeper. If you ever wondered how to fall in love, this is where it begins. In the inches between you, in the gravity that pulls her closer without a single word spoken. 5. She mirrors your actions. This one's subtle but powerful when a woman starts mirroring your actions. It's not just a coincidence. It's a sign you're in her head, and she might not even realize it. Mirroring is one of the most fascinating psychological signs of attraction. It happens when she unconsciously imitates your posture, your gestures, or even your tone of voice. You cross your arms, she crosses hers. You lean in, she does too. You speak with energy, she matches that same spark. It's her subconscious saying, "I feel you, I'm with you." But mirroring goes far deeper than body language. It's not just about gestures, it's emotional alignment. When you express excitement, she feels that pulse and mirrors your enthusiasm when you speak with calm confidence. Her voice softens and steadies. If you drop into a serious tone, she instinctively follows. That's not acting. That's chemistry. When someone's emotionally invested, their subconscious wants to stay in rhythm with the person they're drawn to. And when she mirrors you, it means her energy is trying to sync with yours. Why does this happen? Human connection thrives on harmony. Our brains are wired to imitate those we like or trust. It's nature's way of building rapport when she mirrors your gestures and emotions. It's her mind saying, "You and I are on the same frequency. She's not planning it. She's not thinking it through. Her body simply reacts." That's why your own energy matters so much. Be calm, be grounded, be the high-value man whose presence draws others in. When you lead with masculine energy, you give her something solid to respond to something magnetic. Don't chase, don't fidget, don't overanalyze. Just be. Because when you are steady, she feels safe aligning with you. Think of mirroring as more than a trick of attraction. It's a quiet revelation. When she matches your movement or emotion, she's showing comfort, safety, and trust. People don't mirror those they don't feel connected to. It's an unspoken sign of emotional closeness. If she's leaning forward when you speak, if her laughter follows yours, if her hands move almost in sync with yours, she's giving you a silent green light. Her subconscious is whispering, "I'm with you in this moment." That's not performance, that's resonance. And here's the golden rule. Don't point it out. Don't ruin the magic by saying you're copying me. Attraction dies when it's over. Analyzed instead. Notice it. Feel it. Use it. Mirroring is your signal. Your subtle confirmation that there's chemistry in the air. If she follows your lead, then lead will slow your voice. Hold her gaze. Let the silence linger, and she'll naturally flow with your rhythm. That's how a high V-value man attracts women without ever trying too hard. He doesn't beg for attention. He creates an energy she wants to join. Your masculine energy sets the tone for the interaction. When you're relaxed but confident, she mirrors that ease when you're nervous or uncertain. She senses it too. Remember, she's not just reflecting what you do. She's reflecting what you are. That's why mastery over your state is everything. Speak with conviction, move with purpose, Let your presence say, I know who I am. A woman can feel that, and when she does, she can't help but sink to it. In the end, mirroring is more than just mimicry. It's emotional harmony. It's her subconscious aligning with your world. When she copies your gestures, tone, or pace, she's not playing games. She's revealing connection. Don't doubt it. Recognize it for what it is, a quiet, powerful signal that she's drawn to your essence. So, hold your ground, own your presence, and stay authentic. Be that man who doesn't need validation because his energy speaks louder than words when she mirrors you. It's not about imitation, it's about attraction, chemistry, and unspoken understanding. And that, my friend, is the moment. She's not just noticing you, she's feeling you. 6. Her feet point toward you. Most men never realize that the truth often hides below eye level in the feet. Her feet tell the story, her words never will. Old Stoic wisdom teaches us to see what others ignore, to read what is unsaid, and to act with calm precision if her feet point directly toward you. She's not just standing there, she's subconsciously drawn to you, her body betraying what her mind might try to conceal. The legendary psychologist, Albert Moravian, once said, "The way we communicate with others and with ourselves ultimately determines the quality of our lives." That is not just theory, it's fact when her feet are aligned with you. Even in a crowded room, that invisible connection is speaking louder than her voice. Don't miss it. Don't second guess it. Observe and know. This is the Stoicism,